Hi cookies, how you doing? So I'm here to talk about relationships. There are a lot of relationships, but I will be talking about relationships in marriage, before marriage. Those are the two types of relationship because we all know that, or should I actually rephrase it to how to handle relationships in marriage? I think that's a better um, way of putting it. And what I'm going to say here, it's not like I pre-planned all of this, or I've gone far and wide to, you know, get myself so equipped to come and pour out. No, well, I just felt like talking about relationships, and I don't want to hold it back. So let's go into relationships. um I think I would put them into five types of relationships, which are the relationship you had, or you still have it as a child, which is the family you were born into. And then along the line, you had the work relationship, and then you have friends, and then there comes the relationship that brings you into marriage, and then we have the relationship that automatically you find yourself into with your in-laws, that is that of your spouse family. And it's a whole lot to handle. It takes a lot of um it's a lot of will to balance them, because all of this needs balancing. And if you are not able to balance them, one would lack the presence, one would lack the intentional appearance of it. You just need to put in your all. But there is still one relationship that stands out amongst all of them. So let's look at the relationship that you were born into, which is that of your parents and your siblings. These are relationships that last forever. You were born into it, and they would last forever. They would bring out the best in you. They would bring out the best in you. I don't like using the negative word, so most times when I double use a positive word, you just have to understand what I mean. So they would bring out the worst, permit me to use that word. They will bring out the worst in you, but still they will bring out the best in you. So those are the people that know you from time immemorial, and they would keep knowing you even when you decide to start up your own family. The family relationship, it's one that has the major part of balancing when you decide to start up your own family, because by this time they would have to understand that you are no longer 100% available. Not that you are no longer available, but 100% availability is no longer there, because you are here building your brand. Your family that you are building, it's your brand, and whatever name you give that brand, that is what that family would answer. Whatever name you call it, however you present it, that is how people outside would see it, and that is what will stick to their mind. How you present it, that is how they will be addressed. How you dress it, how you clothe it, that is how it's gonna be addressed. So the family you were born into at a point in time would have to move back for the family you're building to raise itself. Then would also have that relationship, your friends you had before you decided to get married and all of that. It's not like you're cutting all of them off, but then the intentions will now be different. There is a place where your friends might want to hang out and you're like, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't plan for it, I can't go. When you say, I'm sorry, I didn't plan for it, I can't go the first time, you say, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't plan for it the second time, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't plan for it the third time. Trust me, your friends will start saying, she's now married, he's now married, he no longer has time for we, his friends. For we have friends, and automatically it's now like you're placing your immediate family over that friendship, which is not bad. But it all depends on understanding. It all depends on your intentions. Do you get? There are times you might want to hang out and out of the blues, hey babe, what's up? Probably you've made plans with your friends to hang out, and out of the blue your spouse calls you, hey babe, what's up? We're going for dinner. Or hey babe, my friend is having a party, we're attending. And you'll be like, oh, okay, I already made plans with my girls, I already made plans with my friends, but let me find a way. And then you reach out to them, hey babe, sorry, I can't attend our outing today because I have a plan with my husband, or I have a plan with my wife. And every time it's all about your wife. It happens in reality. It's not just about the movies. It happens in reality. And then little it's like you're sidelining them, but it's not so. It comes with, relationship in marriage comes with a lot of sacrifice. You have to sacrifice. And the sacrifice comes as in round. It takes a whole lot of sacrifice. Because at the beginning time, when you are trying to, build your home and make it wonderful, it comes with a lot. This is the man trying to understand you as the woman, and this is you, the woman, also wanting to understand him as a man. The life when you are in a relationship with him, probably girlfriend, boyfriend, the both of you living apart and all of that, it's a different life, unlike when you both now live together. Do you get it? So you would have to, weigh your options. So does the work relationship comes also. And for we the ladies rather, that have male friends, probably at work, probably general male friends, there are boundaries here now. Lot of boundaries. There are friends you could have that call you by 11, call you by 12, call you whenever, however, wherever. Okay, let me give a little example here. I have a friend who recently got married, and one of the days I reached out to him and he picked my call and said, hey Rosie, let me call you back. I was like, okay, no problem, call me when you're free. And then he said okay and hung up. So some other time we met up and I was like, hey guy, what's up now? How far? He said fine. So we got talking and then I was like, what's up? Okay, something led to something, a conversation led to another conversation, and then we got to a point where I had to ask him, hope you don't take calls of friends when you are with your wife, like not just like when you're sitting with your wife and you're talking, when you're intimate with your wife. And then he said, have you forgotten that day you called me and I told you, hey Rosie, let me call you back? I was actually with her. And I'm like, I don't understand how. And he said, it is what it is. I was like, no, you don't do that. Now, what am I trying to say here? There are boundaries. There are boundaries. You can't be... Some things have to wait for some things. You wouldn't call me when I'm intimate with my man and I'll pick your call. No. Even when I'm done, I wouldn't even pick your call. I would take my time. I would relax. Probably when I pick up my phone and I'm scrolling through it and I see your message, I'll remember, oh, you called me. Let me return the call. Not immediately or while on the process of the do. It's not so. So there are boundaries to every relationship because you are intentional about building your own brand, which is your family. You are intentional about building it. And also, there comes the family you are moving into or you have already entered, which is your husband's family. You accept them the same way they accept you. You are present for them the same way I believe they would be present for you, but there are still boundaries there too. So the boundaries here are both ways, from both couples, the man, the woman. It's not just the woman or it's not just the man. Can two work together except they agree? No. There has to be an agreement. Even the scripture says a man would leave his parents and cleave to the wife. It's not just the man. Same as the woman. I'm not trying to rewrite the scriptures, but if the man is leaving to cleave, you, the female, should also be ready to hold on to him, to submit to him. You, as the woman, should be able to allow him lead. I think this conversation is actually taking me into another dimension of submission, but I think I would rather do submission in another podcast. But then I've seen a lot of issues with submission in marriages. I've seen a lot of people feeling that when the woman submits to the wife, to the husband rather, when the wife submits to the husband, it makes her feel less of herself. It makes her feel inferior. It makes her feel as though she has no voice. Or when something want to happen and you're like, oh, let me run it by my husband first. Can't you do anything without him? No. Is the crown upon your head. Even the Bible says so. He will lead you. He will direct you. He would comfort you. But then, he can only do this when he is knowledgeable, when he has the light, and when he understands what leading is all about, when he understands that when the woman submits to him, it is not for him to trample upon her, but rather for him to bring out the very best in her. For him, it's just like him lending, it's just like she lending him his voice. Sorry, it's just like she lending him her voice and him lending her his voice. They would speak one language. You don't even need to go look for him to ask him this when the wife is there, because when she is there, she speaks his language, she speaks his actions, she speaks all of him. That is why most times you realize most people will say you and your husband are the same thing. Yes, it happens. So I feel relationships, when you know what you're building in the positive sense and you want the best out of it, there are some things you let go. Not because you're full of yourself, no. Not because you're trying to stay away or keep away from this other people, no. But because you are a brand. You know, they say that signature, your brand has its signature, and on that signature, it's your family signature. No other person can rebrand it for you. You would brand it and rebrand it how you want it to be. You carry it, you address it, you dress it, and you present it how you want people to run with it. A relationship. Relationship can bring out the good in you, the best in you. Relationships can also bring out the worst in you. A ship that is sailing, that is a relationship. A ship on motion to a destination. It's on a journey to a destination. The people you meet while in the ship, the people you relate with while in the ship, can either help you bring out the best in you, in your family, in whatever you do. So I don't want us to mistake. I've seen relationships that brought out the best in people, and I've seen relationship that has brought out the worst in people. I've seen external relationships that has broken marriages. I've seen external relationships, especially when the people involved in that marriage are suffering from identity crisis. They don't know themselves, they don't know what they want, but rather whatever they hear from outside, they bring it into their home, they bring it into their relationship. I often say, which a lot of us also would agree with me, you see, social media life, it's not reality. It's presenting to you what you want to see, when you want to see it, how you want to see it, and it is left for you to run with it how you want to run with it. But then, is it reality? It's not. How would you help yourself in nurturing your relationship, in nurturing your home? Let the family you are coming from, the family your husband is coming from, the friends you have, the work colleagues you have, the whole world not to affect that particular one you are building. You have to gain light, gain knowledge. And in gaining light and in gaining knowledge, you have to read. You have to read. One thing I say and a prayer that I make often is, oh Lord, help me to unlearn and relearn, because there are a lot of things we know that might not be working. There are a lot of things we know that might not be working for us, how we want it to work for us, when we want it to work for us. But then it all takes us to, put in our best. It all takes us to put in our best. And I am happy within me that I am able to get this out of me. And I really hope people get to see this video, watch it, leave your comments, understand it. I am open to conversations on relationships. I am open to it. And I have a book that I started enjoying and feeling myself with, and it is titled How to Help Your Child Say No to Sexual Pressure by Josh McDowell. I started this book, I think that was yesterday. I'm presently on a trip rather. So, and this is a very wonderful companion for me on this trip. And I think the title says it all: How to Help Your Child Say No to Sexual Pressure. And it is a book I think I would love to recommend to whoever that is interested in it. And when you're done reading it, please write me. I would love to share my thoughts with yours. Love you all, and bye guys.